Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Michigan Wolverines.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance, but now this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the four-man position.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
The shot by Hawkins, no good.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
It's stolen by Gonzalez. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And, Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up two baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a four-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school. And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Smith outside, pass to Flash. Michigan moving it around. Ellis kicks to Jones. Up top, Gonzalez. 10 points for him.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Hawkins with it. Now Smith defending. Decker with it. Here's Kaminsky, and he uses the glass on the layup. Kaminsky's got his first points of the game.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Gonzalez in at shooting guard. Smith is out there with Ellis. And there's Flash, and it's Jones in at the three spot. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in a power forward.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. Stevenson against Fisher. Gibson the screen. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. Fisher dishes to Payton. The feed to Fisher. The pass to Conley. The jump hook, that's good. And the assist goes to Fisher. Conley's got his first bucket of the night. And thinking back to the Fab Five, They were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros, all of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
Here's Fisher. 1:10 left in the first half. Down low, here's Wade. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
It's Crawford on the wing. Stevenson against Fisher. And Stevenson kicks to Jefferson. He feeds it to Crawford. 6 to shoot. Back to Jefferson. Cunningham passes to Stevenson. The Badgers pull it in. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Conley into the lane. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Fisher against Stevenson. Outside, Taylor. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's the Wolverines leading by 6. And we'll see you right back here after the break to start the second half of the college championship game right here on 2K Sports. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
You know what, guys? That was the start that Freak and his team wanted in the first half. I mean, they didn't run away with the game, but they're in a really good spot to capture the title.
These first 5 minutes in the second half are going to be huge. They know their opponent is going to come out strong and try to even things up. But if they can keep their cool, they'll be on their way, I think, to the title.
Gonzalez in a 2-guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. And it's Smith. Then it's Flash in at the point. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball. Really, in all sports, the school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Now, here's Decker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And there's the 3-second violation. Michigan making some changes. White, he's checked in for Ellis, for Jones. And Knight subbed in for Flash. And Wisconsin also making a switch. Walker's checked in. The Wolverines leading by 8.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Knight against Hill. It's stolen by Smith.
And guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless. And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
And for that 1941 title you mentioned, Greg, for the Badgers, it was actually their first invitation to the College Tournament Club.
How about that for a first impression?
Yeah, not bad.
Not too bad at all. Prior to their recent run of success, that was their lone bright spot as a program.
And so Hawkins drills both of them.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
The Wolverines leading by 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Gonzalez, that's good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Conley. Pass to Wade. Here's Hawkins. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Badgers will retain possession here. For 3, Hill. Offensive rebound, but they recover it. Wade dishes to Hill. Passes to Dawkins. Tries yet again. Shot is no good. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. Gonzalez in at point guard. Cunningham is out there with Taylor. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their way.
And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Gonzalez's shot is off.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks. You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And, Greg, that's just...
It's this simple, guys.
Basketball.
No rebounds. No rings. We need to dominate the glass. Bigs, get the ball off the rim and get it out to our guards so we can get out in transition.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Traps in the tray. Gonzalez has got 27.
And with this lead, it looks like they'll hold on for the title. A special moment for everyone on the team. And really, what a year it's been for their star, Freak.
Yeah, very impressive considering everybody pinned their hopes on him to lead the team at the start of the season. And he hasn't disappointed. For all the hype that surrounded him, he lived up to all of it.
There's a minute 47 left here in the second half. Hawkins kicks to Hill. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Gonzalez. A finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
The Wolverines leading by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Wolverines.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Hill kicks to Decker. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second half. Evans passes to Hill. Back to Evans. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
The assist, Ronnie Hill.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
And so it's Michigan winning this one. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation. Being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players, the rest of the students watching, I mean, this is something that can never be taken from you. They will always have this moment in history to reflect upon.
And it's such a punishing path to this moment. I mean, you look back on all the close calls along the way as the field gets whittled down round by round. I mean, they survived quite the gauntlet to get to this moment.
Indeed, a very special moment. And that's going to do it for us. I'm Kevin Harlan. It was a pleasure to be with you all season long.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the Queen Mother, this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking environment, I love it, freaking environment. This freaking environment thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's a plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game, but bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know what? But it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
Don't
me?
even
Wait,
know
Freak,
why.
you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
None of
Go
my business.
right.
Can I just interrupt
Your tone.
for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life. But this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what
Mr.
I do. I am the
Pagnotti,
best at what I do.
You have had
Nobody
your
is
30
better.
seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just
Mr.
need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna have Cece go through this contract, front to back. I'm gonna think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm gonna call you guys later. I love you.
Love you,
I
son.
love you too, son. Bye. We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select the 19-year-old shooting guard from the University of Michigan.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady, Yvette. My dude, Vic.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, Harlem in the building all day, yo.
Aye.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story. I like to introduce our mother so she could tell it.
Go ahead.
Get her, mama.
Tell her, mama.
Go get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.